The mystery of strongholds. The mystery of strongholds. Now the soul of the average man has fractured. And this man no longer is conscious of the spirit realm. And this man is always conscious of the flesh and of the things of the flesh. And he's no more conscious that he is a spirit man and that he has a purpose to fulfill on earth. He is blind. His soul is fractured. Now it is obvious, and you can all see that there is a great darkness covering the face of the earth, and that the eyes of men has been shut from seeing the things that are happening. There is a great darkness. There is an unceasing darkness that has not ceased to cover the face of existence. Until we open our eyes, until we become conscious of God, we will never experience light, because God is light. Now the hearts of men are tainted to all sorts of vices and wickedness. In our time, nobody no longer fears God anymore. The trader in the market, the preacher on the pulpit, the doctor performing surgery. Our hearts are tainted. Our hearts are tainted to all sorts of vices. Brethren, it is about time you wake up from the sleep of Adam. Don't sleep the sleep of Adam. You know, that sleep that made God take a rib from the side of Adam and he never noticed. When are we going to wake up from this wickedness? When are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up? The mystery of strongholds. The mystery of strongholds. The mystery of strongholds. Now, the average believer is taking everything lightly. And he's no more conscious of the fact that whatever thing that he sees around himself, whatever thing that she sees around herself, is meant to take him away. It's meant to take her away from the presence of God. And so people think that people live in captivity forever. No, people do not live in captivity forever. There are greats in the spiritual realm. There are greats. And so if you live in grade A today, you have to migrate to grade B tomorrow. And so that addiction on the first day will no longer be that same addiction, that same level of addiction, that same wickedness of addiction. In the next 1 year, you would have to migrate. You would have to migrate. The mystery of strongholds. Now, in the earliest part of addiction, it was called addiction. Moving to a part, it is called captivity. And most believers are blind. most believers are blind. They are blind to the mystery of strongholds. Now, it moves from captivity and it enters the era of stronghold. And when it gets to strongholds, it is being held by princes and principalities. It is no more demons. Wake up, brethren. Wake up and rebel. And rebel against the forces of the enemy. This early time of your addiction, before it is being held by princes and principalities. Note that it was principalities that held the prayers of Daniel. The answers, as a matter of fact, the answers to the prayers of Daniel for 21 days. Until Archangel Michael invaded their territory. Yes, it was a principality. You don't cast out principality. You don't cast out principality. Principalities are not like demons. No. They are the greatest and the mightiest version of demons. You cast out demons, yes, but you don't cast out principalities. So there were particular sins where Jesus advised his followers that for this sin you must flee away from them. And there were other sins that Jesus Christ advised his followers. He said, resist the devil and he shall flee from you. There are some sins that you can cast away, but there are other sins that you would have to resist them. There are sins that you can escape, but there are other sins that you must overcome. Oh, believer, wake up. The mystery of strongholds. Demons have now conquered majority of the territories of the earth, from Europe to America to Asia to Africa and to all the parts of the world. Demons have conquered these territories, and mind you, they are very aggressive when it comes to their territory. You don't take them. So when Jesus was journeying to the other side of the river with his disciples, the Bible said that there was this demoniac who was waiting for Jesus at the bank of the river. And he shouted, the Bible said that he shouted, that have you come to destroy us even before our time? Demons are aggressive when it comes to their territories. Because the moment demons move out of their territories, that is men. Because the demons live in men. Demons live in entities. The moment they are cast out, they automatically move into torture. They move into torture. And so they are so much conscious and they are so much aggressive when it comes to maintaining their territory. That is when the Bible said that if a demon is driven away from a man, he moves around the wilderness and comes back again and say that let me check up on my home, on my previous home, and let me see if there is still room. Now mind you, the demon has been cast out probably for some couple of days, for some couple of weeks, even for some couple of years, and that demon still calls you his home. Think about this. Think about this. The mystery of strongholds. It will be better you overcome that lust. It is better you overcome that lust of the eyes, that lust of the flesh now until it is late. A time is going to come that you will never be able to overcome it merely, lightly. This time is the early ages of the addiction, and so you can overcome it, and so you can triumph over it. Don't wait until it turns into a stronghold. Don't wait. Now there are some other people that needs to separate themselves from other people, from people that they call friends, because it is these same people that are carrying the weapons of the devil and that are striking these people. Yes, you would have to move away from certain people. Dear eagle, if you continue to live among chickens, you will never experience the fullest of your potentials, and you will always continue to think like chickens, and you will always behave like chickens. You will never know that your territory is the sky. You will never know that your territory is the deep, and that you would have to triumph up to the deep, and you would have to migrate from the earth into the air before you experience the fullness of your potentials. You would have to put certain people away from your life. There are people and things and technologies that you must abandon. The mystery of strongholds. God bless you, believer.